Dog is panting like crazy. It's awfully warm out here. Hi, boogers. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the spot. Oh, that's the spot. That's the spot. Is that the spot? You're totally in the way of the wheel there, Maggie. Totally in the way. They can't see anything. Well, I guess they're going to have to watch to the end of the video, huh? I think we already know I'm trying to preserve the looks of the outside of the truck. Chipped paint, scratches, surface rust, all of it. And that extends to the bed. This is a big part of what you're going to see when you walk up on the truck is the bed itself. Now, I know I can't run this bed because our suspension, our lowered height, the new frame rails, and everything's going to prevent that. At the least, we have to move the wheel wells up and in, and we'll get to that in a second. But even if I move the wheel wells, the bed floor is still going to be too low. So this bed will get shallower. It'll be about here is where I'm thinking when it's all said and done. So it'll still be a pretty shallow bed, but I just don't want it to be one of those 4-inch tall beds. I want it to still look kind of factory until you really start looking at it. So by making all these cut lines perpendicular to each other, I can move things around. Like I can shift this wheel well inward because it's going to have to come way over. As a matter of fact, I'll show you how far over. I'm going to move this rib to here. This rib will replace this rib. That way I can leave everything so it lines up nice. So when I weld it all back together, like I said, everything will be straight like it's supposed to be because I've made this square cut. So when I slide that over and eliminate these 3 ribs, it'll line back up and I can weld it at least down the sides. I won't have to do any patch panels or anything like that. It should just weld straight back in without any gaps to deal with. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And this wheel also has to come all the way up to the bottom edge of this lip. So it's going to have to come up to here. Now, why am I taking such a big area? Well, I'll tell you. Part of the problem is this guy here. I can't cut it anywhere where this angle is because if you have an angle like so, hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know, it's just me behind it. But if you got an angle like that and you cut it and then you move things straight up and down, they don't line up anymore, and that would be a big pain in the ass to deal with. And it lines up perfectly with this angle, so it's all part of trying to keep these wheel wells going forward. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting it over here. So all I got to do is line this right here up. How come I don't know what that's called? A bevel? An angle? I don't know. This shape right here, this form, or whatever it is, form or shape, I don't know. All I got to do is reline that back up when I'm done, and then whatever I need to do over here, I can. So I can cut this later. I can't run this back up in here when I raise the wheel well up because I can't get in there to weld behind it. So I'm going to have to get real creative, but I think I know how I'm going to do it. I know how I'm going to attach the wheel well under here, up here. I don't know how I'm going to transition it to this decorative situation here. But the reason I'm cutting as much out as I can is so that I have as much to work with later as possible. And by cutting off this, leaving these attached to the wheel well, this allows me to line up the new bumps, because I'm going to have to put new bumps right all the way over here as the wheel well comes across. So I'm going to have to add 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of these. Wait, if that goes there, and I've already got 2, then I'm going to need 3. I'll need 3 more of these on either side, front and back, in order to make it look factory. So by leaving this attached to the wheel well, it helps me line those up later is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so that's what we're going to be doing. What else is there I can tell you about this? Not a lot. Before I cut them both out, I'm going to need to put a little bit of structure in there. But I'm excited to see what this thing looks like with the tire and wheel set under it. And I've been dying to do this for a while. So I'm just going to cut out one of these wheel wells for now and get the truck back set up again so I can see what that looks like. So yeah, let's get this thing up in the air. Okay, so how many of you right now are making fun of me for putting a tire on a dolly and rolling it around instead of just rolling the tire around? Well, I'm not trying to get them dirty. They're only brand new ones. I know I'm weird. Stop judging. We've got our other tire mounted. It's ready to go. I will go ahead and get that other wheel well cut out. I haven't done that yet because I really wanted to get this done and show you guys so I could get it out today. I'm going to finalize the location inside the wheel well, mirror it on the other side, and then we'll be able to take our measurements for our rear differential. So in the next video, I'm not going to bother showing you cutting out the other side and getting the wheel in it. I'm going to just go ahead and get it all set up, and then in the next video we'll probably be taking measurements. I've got a new differential housing. I'll show you guys that, and I've got the tool that a friend loaned me in order to actually be able to narrow that thing and make it the right width here at the house rather than having to take it to an axle shop or something. So that's going to be fun. I've never done anything like that before either. It's amazing how many things I've not done when I've been in the automotive aftermarket ever since I was 18 years old. And I'm 54 now. So I've done a lot of stuff, but this project just keeps throwing things at me I've never done before, which is the appeal of the project. If you're going to take a challenge, it needs to be challenging, I suspect. So we will probably fail in some ways, we'll probably win in other ways, but hey, it's all a journey and it's all a learning process. And the day I stop learning, I figure is the day I should just roll over and die. So I'm not going to stop learning just because I'm getting older, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some kind of expert just because I got a bunch of experience. So hopefully that comes across in these videos. Hopefully you guys understand I'm doing this for you and me. This is me learning and you're along for the ride so that you can learn from my mistakes. And if I don't make mistakes, then you can learn from my successes. But there will be mistakes. Thanks so much for watching. Come on back to see us keep going on this truck now that we've got a tire under it. I'm a lot more inspired, and hopefully you are too. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these. I don't put them out on specific days of the week, so it's best if you want to see these things to just hit the subscribe button and look for them in your feed. I do appreciate that. I especially appreciate everyone who's subscribed so far. We were at 912 subscribers when I came out here to film this. So now we're a Porsche. But I'm very happy about that, and thanks a bunch. I can't say thank you enough. I really do appreciate it. So, hey, I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Thanks a bunch, and take care of yourselves.